Bridget from Crosby Molasses, and welcome to my kitchen where I make easy everyday favorites. Today we're making Almond Butter Energy Balls. These are no-bake, gluten-free, speedy, and a great recipe to make with kids because you just use your hands and there's no oven involved. They're also full of good stuff. Desiccated coconut, unsweetened. This is the fine stuff, also known, or it might be labeled medium. Got a cup of that we'll put in the bowl. We're going to add some rolled oats. These are large flake old-fashioned rolled oats. You can also use quick oats, but don't use instant oats or your energy balls will turn to glue. So we've got a cup of those as well. We're going to add half a cup of almond butter, or you could use peanut butter. I'm going to start to get things mixed up a little bit here. I'm going to add 1/3 of a cup of fancy molasses. Okay, so these are starting to come together now. Let's add the vanilla. Okay, so we'll get these mixed together well, and then I'm going to add the chocolate. Now, it calls for half a cup of chocolate. You can either use chocolate chips or you can use a chopped bar, that's what I'm going to use today because it's a nice dark chocolate, 75% dark chocolate bar. If you're going to use chocolate chips, it's a lot easier to use the mini chips, and you'll see when I start to bring the balls together. Okay, we'll set that aside, and we can chop the chocolate. So we need just half a cup of chopped chocolate. Okay, now the nice thing about this is that you can just kind of shave it as you go, so it will be easy to incorporate into the mixture, and you won't have any big hard lumps. The aim of these is that you can have a sweet treat that is also nutritious. So the darker the chocolate, the more nutritious it is. Just give these one more chop. Okay. And let's add that in. And then mix it up. So we're just going to mix everything together, but I almost forgot the flaxseed. So I'm just going to add half a cup of flax. It's ground flax. So it adds nutrition and fiber. We'll just mix that in. If it's a little tough to mix, you can always just use your fingers as well. If it's not coming together well enough, you could always add a little bit more almond butter. Okay, so I think we've got it mixed well enough. And I'm just going to start forming it into little balls that are about the size of like big bubblegum balls. And look, see, that comes together well. This recipe makes about 2 dozen of these balls, and you can keep them in the fridge or freezer. They're great for snacking. You can actually make them smaller, larger if you want. I just find if you make them, you don't want them too large because then they fall apart more easily when you're biting into them. So there you have it, our Almond Butter Energy Balls. If you'd like the recipe, visit molassesandmore.com. Thanks for joining me in my kitchen.